How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, J Rods. I'm with my co-host, Mr. Chris.
What's going on, people?
We're here with Tamsen. We at the Charlotte Auto Fair for the first time. It's my first time here. Thank you again for inviting us out.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us how you got involved in this particular setup and coming here and bringing all these cars here that you have been able to?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, with Speedology, we really want to focus on giving back to the local car community. We want to celebrate the culture. And last year, one of my dear friends, Ahmad, the executive director for the Charlotte Auto Show, allowed me to partner up, and we had something called Built Different Boulevard that you were a part of. So Ken Gilmore, executive director for the Charlotte Auto Fair and Hornet's Nest Production, huge shout out. Thank you, Ken. He came by and said, I love what you're doing with the storytelling. We had the podcast, we had the live streaming, we had the influencers. And he said, I'm really wanting to bring forth a new era in the Charlotte Auto Fair for 2026 and beyond. So what do you think that you can help me with? So we went to the Greensboro Auto Auction. He's come to a couple of my shows. We've had a really good turn of just conversations. So long story short, Ken, again, being the executive director for the Charlotte Auto Fair, he said, you have free reign. Bring in some friends, bring in some car nuts, some car girls, some car guys, just absolutely whatever you think is representation for the right reasons of the car culture. Bring them to the Charlotte Auto Fair. So I've brought 2 different podcasters. I've brought 4 live stream systems, and I've got 17 photographers, and I've got 9 videographers.
That's impressive.
That is amazing. The fact that you
impressive.
fact that you have been able to manage to in a collective bring so many people together in order, to cover this event, because it's like you told me when we were talking on the phone about it the first time. It's such a big event. Chris and I didn't even walk all the other fields.
No.
You won't.
We couldn't. It was just so massive. And then
This is not a small event by any means. The amount of cars here is insane.
So on average, and I'm sure, again, this is probably the best year in attendance for many, many years, over 10,000.
Wow.
I don't know the car count yet, but we're going to say well over 1,000. That's a safe number, and I hope it's double that. So you've got so many acres for coverage. With the Charlotte Auto Fair, it's just not about the car clubs. It's just not about the race cars. It's the swap meet, the flea market, the car corral, the manufacturer midway, vendor row. You can ride in a race Mustang. You can come check out some of the most impressive artwork that's automotive inspired that you'll ever see, right?
Yeah.
So you've got auto auction this year. That's something else new.
Okay.
So again, having the live streaming, the podcasting, telling these stories, that's what's important, because we've actually spoke already about, we hope some of these 1920s, 1930s, 1940 cars that the grandparents drove in, that their children and grandchildren are going to bring them to the 2036 Charlotte Auto Fair. That's what I hope for.
Yeah, no, I agree with that totally. It's sad to see, not that it's going to happen, but I hope it doesn't. As we were mentioning, if these cars die out and there's no appreciation for a 1914 vehicle that's been in the family for 4 generations, going on the 5th, that's, to me personally, that's sad. It's like, man, how do you let that go? And in this pristine condition that it's in, behind these ropes, it's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah, well, and again, so with Speedology and behind us, you'll see the footage from Chris and from Jay, and you'll actually be able to see a 1955 Spider 550. Yes. It's a Porsche, but we also have a 2025 GT4 RS. So again, thanks to Hunter and Seth and Mark Henry, dear friends of mine, Project Race Car, huge shout out. They actually said, what can we bring? What would be best representation for you, for Speedology, for storytelling, for throwbacks? And I said, let's go old school, new school. Yeah. So you'll be able to see from your footage of the cars behind us, but it's a really impressive way to connect with the children here, their parents, their grandparents, and any other enthusiasts that want to come through. Some love the new, technology, the aero, the big crazy rims, and some people love, no top, and it's a rough ride.
Yeah. It's raw. It's a raw car, and that's needed in this culture sometimes, like having the raw energy of just driving and just driving, period. I think that car does it.
Yeah. Oh, the 55?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
By all means, yeah.
But the GT4 RS, take it to Tail of the Dragon, and you're going to have a load of fun.
Can I?
I'll ask. We can ask.
I'm
sure.
free next weekend.
Yeah, we can ask. Yeah.
But like Chris mentioned earlier, like being here in Charlotte, and like I mentioned, when we started that, it's my first time ever coming here. I would have never known that all these cars existed in like surrounding the Charlotte area, like as a whole.
Well,
I've never seen none of these cars out on the street.
Well, and here's the cool part is like you may meet someone with a DeSoto or a Opel or a GTO or a 300Z,
An
right?
RX-3 Mazda, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, there's one over down the way. It was a Chrysler, but it was manufactured by Maserati. Who would have thought?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right. So the Chevelles, the Camaros, the Mustangs, but the Bel Airs.
Yes.
I mean, there's just so many cars. Like to your point, you don't know what to expect, and that's the best thing about the Charlotte Auto Fair.
Yeah. That and the scooters.
Yeah.
I was impressed with how many scooters there are here.
Everyone has a scooter.
And then
It's literally a 2-mile-per-hour drive limit if you're in a vehicle, because the scooters go about 3 and they will run you over.
Yeah, they're going
Yes.
quick.
and there's like, I was like, why do they have so many scooters? I was like, I guess in my mind, naive thinking like, oh, there's a lot of older people, maybe they need to get around. But no, there were younger people in there too.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
realized how big this place was once we walked through the gates. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's large.
holy cow, this
Yeah.
is insane.
If you check your watch, you've made your steps today.
I told my wife that today. I was like, I'm going to beat your steps today. Guarantee. She's a gym nut right now, so she's...
Oh, well, I can guarantee you beat her.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many acres here. And again, you're inside Charlotte Motor Speedway. How cool is it?
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing. Chris did ask me, he was like, if you had the chance to put your car in here next year, would
Yeah.
you? And I was like, just for the nostalgia of having the bleachers in the background of
Yeah.
my car, like park, and I could take some photos with it, just for that, I think will be like,
That'd be worth it.
It'll be worth it for sure.
Well, I know somebody who knows somebody, so I think I might be able to get you in on the racetrack.
Because the cool thing we walked around is we saw a lot of old school cars and vintage cars, and we did see like a handful of JDM cars. We saw a car that kind of looked like, the car that they were driving in the Great Gatsby, like the long nose car. There was one here that looked like it, but it was a chassis made out of a S13
What?
from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a picture of it and we
did a
did and we
podcast
interviewed
with him.
him.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I can't wait to see
a,
that.
interesting.
It's a
It's-
whole S13 body,
Okay.
transmission, everything.
Right-hand
Everything
drive.
is S13, but the outside of it looks completely different. We was like,
Yeah.
what?
You would have never thought.
Yeah, we would have never thought. He was
It
like,
sounds like you just found your favorite car here.
He was actually
Yeah.
parked right around here, I think.
yeah, he was parked out here, right in
Yeah.
front, outside of us.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
interesting.
I was like, wow, that
Send
is
me pictures.
amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see him. Now I'm like wanting to get up and see if he's still here.
I
Or
think-
she, right?
Yeah,
Now, and that's the other thing is there's been so many amazing conversations that we've had with couples. And
Yes.
I love the husband and wife. They've come from Maryland or Charleston or Richmond or, Atlanta, Georgia, or they're from Waxhaw, right? Or they're
Yeah.
from Winston-Salem. It's really, really inspiring to
Yeah.
see that duo that have each other's back. They've built the car together. They've had it for 20 years. It's been completely remodeled, soup to nuts, interior, exterior, motor, rear end, suspension, subframe.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool to see the husband and wife or a father-son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love seeing those and hearing those stories, and I'm sure you've got plenty to share, but I think that's the other part of the Charlotte Auto Fair that people don't really realize is you're going to walk away with new friends.
Oh yeah.
we
absolutely.
definitely did. We definitely, and learned a lot of cars that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I saw a lot of cars and I'm like, I don't even know what this is. So we just had to go up and ask the person and, hopefully get a good conversation with them and catch it on video so we could put it out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people that we talked to, they were extremely nice. They were willing to share information. And then that family that you mentioned earlier of the 1914
yes, the
car that
4 generational.
yeah, like they met when the car was still like the owners now is like dad or granddad, I think, and they've had it ever since. So he told us all about it. His wife also told us a lot of the story on the car. So I can't wait to like publish that episode and put it together so you guys
I
can
can't
see
wait
it.
to see it.
Yeah, it's
Because
interesting.
it was amazing.
Super
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, again, the Charlotte Auto Fair is 2026. It's Saturday. We're about 4 p.m. A few people are rolling out. All the awards are happening right now. They're going to do parade laps here shortly with the car clubs,
Oh,
which
are
is
they
very
really?
cool.
Yeah.
So we'll try and get you guys some footage so you get to see the car clubs that are going around Charlotte Motor Speedway. 2027, Ken and I have already been talking, and I can tell you we're going to have even more vehicles on display for Speedology. We're really going to embrace more storytelling, the live streaming, the podcasting. We have a couple of other things that we've brought up for discussion. So as things progress, we'll keep you in the loop.
I do want to talk about that. What is, as far as Speedology, what do you guys have coming up soon that we can look forward to?
For Speedology specifically, we've already kicked off our year, right? So the Grove Cartel Brewing Company there in China Grove on Main Street, we do our hometown horsepower. We've got,
which was amazing, by the way. It was my first time going.
with your daughter.
Yes. It was really cool. I was like, oh man, this is really awesome. As soon as I got back, I was like, babe, you need to take a Saturday off. We got to go to it because you will love it. She loves brewery. She loves the atmosphere that we could just walk around and it's nice and
I'll
peaceful.
have to check that out.
And I can tell you, Jason and Holly Overcash, they own Meadows Restaurant, so it's the upstairs, the best pizza you're going to find. And they actually brew their own beer.
I'm from New York, man. Pizza's very
down
finicky.
here.
Okay, all right.
I will challenge you. Come over and try it out.
Challenge accepted. I will go.
I would love that.
What's his name? Jason and
Holly Overcash.
Jason and Holly, I'm coming.
Yep, Grove Cartel Brewing Company and Meadows Restaurant. So hometown horsepower, we've got a couple more events there. We'll share the calendar for those.
Okay, awesome.
We're gonna have a couple of special events that I'll have as pop-ups. But the big thing for me is, again, Charlotte Auto Fair, we're in the books now, right?
Yeah.
So next for me is the High Performance Expo, the HPX.com for everyone who wants to go check it out. And it's literally like SEMA and PRI had a baby for the East Coast.
That's interesting.
So if you think about JEGS, Edelbrock, Hendrick Performance, Hank Thomas Performance, Sunoco Racing Fuel, Turbonetic Turbochargers, Hoosier Tires. I could go on the list of the companies that are going to be presenting there, but it's literally June 2nd, June 3rd, and June 4th. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's at the Convention Center, downtown Charlotte, and it is definitely something if you're into drag racing, boat racing, monster trucks, dirt tracks,
high octane event.
Anything, exactly. So the High Performance Expo is definitely something to...
I'll look forward to that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's going to be great. I'm excited for it, honestly.
Yeah, and I can tell you the other thing. So last year, we had a women's empowerment session. So we actually had some inspirational ladies speak on the panel. So I'll give you a sneak peek for the names that are actually for this year. So Destiny Spurlock, if you don't know her, you need to. She's actually a pro NHRA bike rider.
Okay.
Wow.
She's just competed at Hickory Motor Speedway in Rockingham. So she's going to go NASCAR. We've got Leah, the president of IHRA.
Okay.
We have Katie Tuttle from Total Motorsports in Moxville. She and her husband.
Miss Tuttle.
Yeah, we remember her,
we have a couple of other surprise speakers, but the Women's Empowerment Summit will be that Tuesday morning.
Okay.
The HPX kicks off at 1. So again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the cool part of me being on their advisory council this year is they said, we need you to bring some cool cars. I said, how many? Right?
Yeah. Not even what.
I'll make the quota.
How many you want?
Yeah, I'll make the
2
quota.
or 200? Which one do you need?
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So we're actually going to have something called the Car Club Collective. So we're going to showcase 10 of the best car clubs around the Carolinas.
I like that.
With the car that the members have voted on to represent their car club.
Okay.
So we've got a Lamborghini, we've got R33 Skyline, I've got a 63 split window twin turbo Corvette.
Okay.
I've got a Nova. I've got some others that I don't want to bring, the whole list yet.
Yeah.
But again, the Car Club Collective, that's the newest activation for the High Performance Expo.
Okay.
That's going to be really
June.
cool to look at.
It is. So again, thehpx.com, you can get your tickets. And then really we've got the 2 airport shows, Mount Airy Airport, June 13th.
Okay.
That was the very first place that they ever gave me the opportunity to have a car show.
Oh, yeah.
So it's on the tarmac with some planes and maybe some helicopters and a bunch of cool cars up in Mayberry.
I like it.
Yeah. And then we have the Lexington Fly High Motoring Expo.
We'll definitely be at that one.
That's October 3rd at the Lexington.
I'm going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you why I'm going to be there, because my car is going to be done by then. So I'm going to be there.
I'm going to hold you to it.
I'm going to hold myself to it, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you have to bring yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
The goal is September to finish mine.
Good. So that's October 3rd at Davidson County Executive Airport. And then really the next really huge indoor expo after the HPX in June is Built Different Boulevard at the Charlotte Auto Show. Thursday through Sunday, the week before November. I believe it's the 18th.
I gotta take a lot of sick days off of work.
You're gonna have to.
It's starting to build up
Sorry,
now.
I gotta use my PTO for some of this.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is you've got the weekend for the auto show,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
HPX is actually going to be during the week, but they are going to extend it into some evening hours.
Okay.
So it gives them the opportunity to really kind of
Awesome.
showcase, to the folks that are actually working in the race shops or the manufacturing hubs around, that they have time to come in that night.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Did you? So what days are the HPX again? And is there any other events following up with the HPX that people should look forward to?
So the other exciting part beyond the Car Club Collective is we've actually partnered with Streetcar Takeover. So
Streetcar takeover.
yeah, so here's
be
the
fun.
cool part. It's going to be a blast. So the expo ends on June 4th at 4 p.m. at the Convention Center, right?
Okay.
As we all know, the pre-meet for Streetcar Takeover is at Twin
Twin
Peaks.
Peaks.
Yes,
So
it
guess
is.
what? We're all going to roll over from the Convention Center to Twin Peaks to kick off the pre-meet
Oh, man.
for their Friday, Saturday roll racing, drag racing. So Chase has been just a fantastic partner to come on board and help promote it, because what other event are you going to be able to go see the race cars, talk about race cars, hear
Speaking of
race cars, and then actually go see them at the track?
That is going to be a huge week. You never see that. You either see one or the other,
Yeah, that's true.
or,
That's true.
or a third of it.
Yeah.
So being that you get to see the people that sponsor some of these cars, the parts that they use from them, then seeing them on the cars, showcase kind of like at a car meet where anybody could come look at it, where they have a dyno and some really good food at Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And then the following day is like race day. I think that's like one of the best weeks out of the year, honestly.
Oh, I mean, bring your sunscreen, bring your sunglasses, bring comfortable shoes, right?
Yes.
Bring tons
Yeah,
of bottled
bring
water.
shoes, man.
Yeah,
I know, my
good-
feet were on fire today.
Yeah, good shoes.
We had a rough day today walking.
You got your steps in though.
Yes.
Sure did.
Yeah,
It was great.
but I can tell you that's the exciting part, and that's the differential for the High Performance Expo, is to really allow the folks just not to see the race car on display, but potentially go see it run down the quarter mile at
To
ZMAX.
see what it's been designed for. Yeah.
Absolutely, and again, it's drag racing and roll racing.
Yeah, so that's pretty
be
awesome.
wild.
I've done the road racing a couple of years when my car was like done before, but
Yeah, I did King of the Bakery one year and
Oh,
lost
did
to
you?
Ned in the his like 3,000 horsepower Viper. So
oh lord,
yeah, I'll take that loss any day.
yeah, that's a good
I was
loss.
okay with
That's not a bad one.
Put that one in the books.
Yeah, it was good.
So are you bringing your car out to any of these events?
So my car right now is in Atlanta at CoLab. We're going through the motor and the trans. We're looking at turbo options. It's on
Okay.
Motec, so it's got the greatest ECU that you can ask for. It's on E98R. We're kind of coming through with what we want to do with it. So I'm not in a rush. I have too much fun at these events because if I have to drive my car, I have to talk about my car.
Yeah.
And I would much rather talk
Listen,
about everybody else's.
Tamsen, if you need a representative to talk about your car, you've got a couple people that can help out with that.
Well, and I'll tell you,
Just give me a
actually,
list.
hey, I'll give you the rundown of the mods. No problem. I'll let you drive it. Now,
Oh, boy.
I will tell you, my husband, Brian, he doesn't like me to talk about him or his car, but he's got a 2006 Mitsubishi Evo RS9.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, it's white with the roll-up windows,
Oh,
no
yeah.
power steering. I mean, he's got some really crazy, sick, rare Volk wheels on it.
Yeah.
Carbon. It's like a stormtrooper theme.
I like
That's
it.
pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So I actually had him bring it out a couple of times to the past few events. So hopefully we can get the Evo and show some DSM
I'd like
love.
to see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've always
nice.
been an Evo fan over a Subaru, honestly.
Yeah, I have some friends with Subaru, so I'm not gonna.
Not gonna be too biased.
But I am married to a Evo owner,
Yeah.
so I kind of have to be a little bit.
A little biased.
A little bit.
I've always been curious about you and Speedology, and we're graciously thankful for you inviting us out and helping out with this. But I've always wanted to ask the question: what is Speedology? What do you guys represent? What do you see for the future of Speedology? How did it start? Like, most people not know, and we want to know the person behind the sign.
Yeah, sure. So Speedology, actually, I wanted to have a car show during COVID.
Okay.
And I called some friends of mine, and multiple venues said we'd love to, but we can't. Well, the one that did say yes, the first one that said yes, was the Mount Airy Surrey County Airport.
Okay.
So how cool is it to have a car show at the airport?
That is pretty amazing, actually.
So you get to combine cars and helicopters and exotic cars and import cars and muscle cars and everything in between. So that was 2021, right after kind of COVID.
Right.
You had a little bit of freedom, right? So you had the hand sanitizer and you had the mask, but you still had an outdoor car show. So it kind of just blew up after that. I started getting calls from, colleges and schools that I know through, obviously, my automotive experience and motorsports connections through my dad. And they said, we saw your car show. Would you have one with us?
Yeah.
I said, sure, that'd be great. So we've worked with NASCAR Tech, CPCC. I worked with several churches. And we always give back. If there's anything that I want people to understand about Speedology is we do car shows. We do drag racing. We do rallies. We do indoor expo shows now. We do the Charlotte Auto Fair now. But I always want to be able to celebrate the car culture for the right way and be able to keep the conversation going.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. If anyone wants to know what Speedology is, it's, again, automotive motorsports events
Right.
tied to fundraisers at fun venues. They're safe, they're family friendly, they're pet friendly when they can be.
Yeah.
And we always want to inspire, whether it's kids in middle school or high school or college, because I'm a big advocate for technical skills. Mechanics, engineers, teachers,
Yeah.
pilots, anything that really takes an education that you need to get certification in to kind of master your craft. That's what I want to tie in with the car shows and the drag racing and the rallies and the expos.
I love the fact that you're doing it for the right reasons. Some people are out there, they do it for the wrong reasons, right? And they're just doing it for, clout and fame or whatever it is. But I love that answer that you gave. And it's something that you give back to the community, something that you want to see. And I presume that's what you want for the future, the growth of this community, right? And to have that be seen by everybody as one.
Yeah, and I want to share the story, like with your build and having your daughter, and you kind of coming in and meeting me and learning about what I do and coming to my events. I always want someone to feel better when they've left an event of mine or had an interaction with me, that they know, again, there was value presented, there was positivity given, and I'm just lucky enough that you don't see me a whole lot in front talking about myself, because that's not what this is about. It's about the cars behind me, it's about the cars in front of us, and it's about everyone that came out to celebrate, just cars and trucks and
the stories.
vans and everything. Exactly. It's all about the stories.
Yeah.
And I like that you're saying that, because that's the reason we started this. Because every time we went to a car meet, we was like, man, I wonder who the owner is. I wonder what it took him to build this car. That's why what you drive is. We wanted to know what drove that person to build a car, to be better, to pursue whatever they're doing.
The why.
Yeah, the why. We just wanted to put their story out there, because everybody has one, and every story deserves to be heard.
Yeah, well, and the other fun part of this is the people that you meet. So, the photographers, the videographers, the bloggers, the influencers. There's some people that have 100 followers, and there's some people that have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter to me, as long as you're there to have fun. And again, some of my closest inner circle now, we met through a car show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't get
him
better
and
than
I
that.
met because of car shows.
Yeah.
So
99.9% of my friends have been car related friends.
it's the hobby.
I have not met. Today I'm not really close friends with anybody that hasn't been through a car or through the car community.
Oh yeah.
So I think, and car has has brought out the best of me, because it made me want to start this. It just made me want to present myself better, as a brand of myself, and then what I want for the future of the car community to be. I didn't want, there's a lot of people that every time I went to Cars and Coffee before I got shut down, they were like, your channel will blow up so much faster if you go out there and start recording all these people doing the burnouts and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, I can't do that. One, because I don't think it's cool. Two, I know the people
for the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah, I know the people that run these events. So if by me going out there and starting recording, and I'm just saying, so I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's not what I want for my name.
Yeah. Well, and you have to be very particular. And again, to your point, folks that are trying to do it just to get a large number of followers, that's cool. Like I'm in whatever is your jam. That's
Yeah.
good with me. But I want to be able to go down where I have the affiliation with, again, Charlotte Auto Show, Charlotte Auto Fair, Hendrick, Haggerty, these amazing institutions that are education based. I have a responsibility to them. And again, in my career with Automotive SaaS, that's a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
But I grew up in racing. So I was around NASCAR and NHRA and monster trucks and boat racing and rodeos.
Boat
and,
racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just sounds kind of scary. You're just floating on
You've never
water.
seen
How do you
that?
stop?
It's
No?
crazy.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I don't have a boat,
that's
but
a
I'll
skill.
show you.
That's an absolute skill. But
That just sounds terrifying.
and it's all, again, it's very, very relatable with motorsports, with automotive, because it's all still tight knit. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Whether
yeah.
you're racing for Chevy or Dodge or Toyota, it doesn't matter. If you're a good racer and you're a fair racer, you get respect on the track.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you have a good car event, then you get respect. So I'm, again, beyond lucky and blessed to, if I need a Camaro or I need a Revolto, I need a Porsche or I need a DeSoto.
Yeah.
If I need something for an event, I can make a call, and I have such a great
Make it
network
happen.
of friends that say, count me in.
Yeah. The networking is key. So,
There's nothing without it. Like
Yeah.
you can't grow without it.
yeah.
So how long have you been doing like events before you decided to take it to this level where you have it now?
So it started in 2021 with the Mount Airy, Surrey County Airport for the post-COVID car show at the airport.
Okay.
So it just expanded into, we dabbled with NCMA, NMRA for drag racing at Rockingham,
Okay.
quarter mile, which, again, muscle car mania, right? The best of the best. And I'm talking anywhere from 10-second to 4-second quarter mile cars,
Wow.
right? Some are street legal and most aren't. And then we got into some exotic car rallies. We do fundraisers. I have some amazing partners there. And then really the expos, I think, is the biggest thing for me. Is I love going to a car show. If I'm in town and, EJ or Nikki or Jamil or you guys want to go and we want to get some great snaps and kind of get some coverage for some friends, I'm all in. Right? Mandy, Daryl, Jason, Calvin, if they want to bring a car, we bring a car and go hang out together.
Yeah.
So again, that inner circle, which
Yeah.
is nice to have, right? But if someone's having a good event and I'm able to go and promote them and support them, fantastic. We were over at the Heritage Invitational over at Radwood and Heroes of Japan earlier and saw Mr. Hendrick's Ferrari collection.
Really? That's really cool.
It's, the 5 most pristine Ferraris you're going to see, period,
Wow.
on the planet. Mr. Penske's Porsche was on display yesterday during some of the shenanigans that we're going over at the 10th tent that are just, they're epic. These are cars you're never going to see again. So
Yeah, you're not going to see them in the street like that
Yeah.
at all.
you're not. That car has a license plate only for Europe because they let him drive it on the street in Le Mans.
Oh, man.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we'll get the specs on what the Porsche is, but
Yeah.
for Mr. Penske to bring it out, for Mr. Hendrick to bring his cars out, and just have them on display during the Heritage Invitational. Marcus and Graham, they're amazing, and I can't wait to see where this goes.
Awesome.
That is amazing.
I want to piggyback one question. Did you feel, off of what you said, did you feel, Tamsen, that this was a happy accident?
Absolutely.
Or do you think it was a little part of you was like, this is what I wanted forever? Or how do you feel about that?
I think we all kind of start with a vision.
Yeah.
And then based off of our network and our just experiences, kind of cultivate the next step.
Right.
So whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Yeah.
So if it really has me pursuing more drag racing, great. If it has me pursuing more expos, then fantastic. But I can tell you, I am very lucky to have the venues and the partners and the alliances that I have.
Yeah.
And again, I pride myself on always showing respect to those folks and making sure that we're able to give back.
It shows. Absolutely.
And it shows. We are grateful for it too,
Yeah,
because we see
absolutely.
it. Like, I told Chris all the time, he was like, and Alex was telling me all the time, she was like, you need to take the opportunity because you don't know where it's going to lead you. And
I remember that conversation.
yeah, and here we are, when you invited us out for the Build Different Boulevard, and I'm just more than grateful that I've been able to experience all of this, and it's all been thanks to you. So
Thanks, Tamsen. We appreciate
thank
it.
you very much.
Absolutely. and I think the cool thing about Built Different Boulevard was, and for those who are local and you've been to the Charlotte Auto Show for the past few years, you've just been able to see the newest of the new, right?
Yeah.
A brand new Honda Pilot or a Nissan 400 or a BMW 3 Series. We really wanted to bring out Built Different Boulevard to really, again, celebrate the local Charlotte car culture. And GMP Performance, Project Race Car, Haggerty. I mean, we had Tracy Godot and we had Ryan Cheek. These are female racers that run their cars at Pikes Peak.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what Pikes Peak is, Google it. But if you look these two women up, I mean, they are the definition of just inspirational.
Their story is insane. We did that podcast with Miss Tuttle, and it was insane.
Yeah.
What I've heard from her and her story, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You would never thought about that. So
Yeah, and that's where I want them, again, to tell their story. And these are all people that you pick up the phone, and if you need something, they're there for you. If they need something, I'm there for them.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. That is awesome. It's cool that you've been able to bring all these people together as a whole.
It's very interesting. The High Performance Expo, Dana Teague, who's the general manager, she'll call me and just say, hey, do you know so-and-so in Ohio? It was like Jegs Performance. Or do you know such and such drifter in Florida? And I'm like, yes to those two questions. But if I don't know, then I'll find somebody who does pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So it's just a great way to have, again, that network of many, many years of my motorsports experience, but my automotive career working with some of the best car dealers in the nation. I'm in Canada, the U.S., and the Caribbean for Techion. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. So in my account management, I'm a leader
Yeah.
in my organization, and we take care of our dealer partners. So even if I'm not at a car show on a Thursday at 2, if I'm on a Zoom, it's talking about a car dealer. So I am always in automotive headspace or motorsports thinking.
That's crazy.
Really cool.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
No, it's a lot. I'm on the board.
Sounds like a dream come true, man. Like,
I feel like we met, like, if there was a person to meet for the right reasons in the car community, Tamsen was it.
yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, again, but meeting you guys, look what we're doing together now. Look
Yeah.
what you're able to do.
Yeah.
So it's all about the network.
Yeah,
It's all
absolutely.
about the community.
Well, Tamsen, we appreciate the time. I appreciate this podcast personally because, again, it's a big honor to be part of this event, and I look forward to it next year, whether it's just attending or not. But it was insane today.
Oh, no, stay tuned.
Yeah.
The 2026, 2027 is going to be Charlotte Auto Fair. Just wait.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Tamsen, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
guys, again, this is Tamsen, Speedology. All her information is going to be in the description below.
Yes.
Please go check them out. If you have any questions about any of these big shows, I'm sure she could answer them. You could send her an email, send her a DM, and she could answer any questions that you probably have about the
HPX,
show.
don't forget.
Yeah, thehpx.com, charlotteautoshow.com, charlotteautofair.com, speedologylifestylesolutions.com.
There you go.
Thank you, guys. This is what you drive. Until the next one.
Peace.
Peace.